Should we have a look at your love life? You and them reading. Excuse me, itchy nose. One spread for you, one spread for them. If you want a personalised one, they're on sale. Same day guaranteed recorded. Go to the link in the profile, Stan Store. The cheaper options down to 18. The fully loaded's down to 40. Get them in. Take advantage. Right, so we're going to start with you. These are obviously love-based readings, as I mentioned. You could be in a relationship. You might have your eye on somebody. Could be the dreaded situationship. Or you just want to psychically spell on the old X. So we're going to start with you, and then we'll kind of work our way from there. Right. Right, okay, so it feels like this collective, they're looking at pushing forwards, moving on, they're sick of waiting. Two of wands, one's fire action. This is about making a plan moving forward. So you're the chap there, globe in the hand, surveying the scenery. So he knows what he wants, he's now making a plan of how to get there. Knight of Cups in the reverse, Cups, water, emotions. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Knights don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens, more so than the pages. This knight's coming forward and offering the cup. So it talks about an emotional offer. Now it's in the reverse position. This is the other person. They're not coming forwards, I'm afraid. Now, as I always say, even if they were to come forwards, they're a knight. Okay, when you know your worth and value, you're a king or a queen. Excuse me, kings and queens do not accept offers from knights or pages. So because they're still not coming forwards, three of wands. So this is about going in a new direction. You're the chap there, turned your back on the past, about to take your first steps out into the great unknown. Now, I'm going to tread cautiously until we get a few more cards out and say that I feel this is more about you getting to the start line with the desire to go forwards, but we shall see. Right, okay, so we then got the strength card. So it can talk about finding that strength. It can also talk about having too much pride. We then got King of Pentacles, sorry, in the reverse position. Pentacles relates to Earth, can mean money and finance, can mean non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, effort, and energy in. King's a masculine energy, Queen's a feminine energy. As always, it's energy, not gender. King of Pentacles in the reverse position is selfish, miserly, skinflint, only thinks about himself, right? This is the other person by the looks of it. Overall outcome card. Nine of Cups in the reverse, that's pride. You've got to the start line, the pride's kicked in, right? So this would be a perfect example of somebody that I used to know is convinced that somebody else is their twin flame. And I'm just like, it's a load of BS. Twin flames aren't real. I've done readings for this person. They've always suggested that their person will come in, their real person will come in once they cut off this connection. The problem is, if I was reading for this person that I'm talking about, is if they were to go in a new direction, they would have to swallow their pride and ego and say, this person's not, I'm not saying that they shouldn't believe in twin flames, but this person's not my twin flame. Okay, so the pride kicks in and they continue to feed this selfish King of Pentacles energy, and that's putting them in the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water, emotions, nine reflection cards. You're the person there sat on the stool, proudly presenting the Nine Cups behind you. Now, as I always say, in Chappie's case, a lot of those cups would have been filled with nasty stuff. He's drank it, he's kept the cup, he's looking back, he's going, do you know what? I turned up, I showed up, I brought my cup to the party. If other people can't see that, F them sideways. It's in the reverse position, questioning, is there any more I can do to get this person, to convince this person that we're supposed to be together? The simple answer is no, because all they think about is themselves, right? Obstacles or blockages. The Moon card. Right, so the Moon card for me talks about the unknowns. It's when we feel like something's off and we can't put our finger on it, or we're scrabbling around looking for the piece of the jigsaw puzzle and we can't get them together. In the upright position, the Moon card says there's no point looking yet, okay? What's holding you back from going in this new direction is that you know by doing that you're going to be left with no clarity. Well, sometimes that's what you've got to do. You've got to take that risk, you've got to take that blind faith. Removing any blockages. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. Ten to completion cards. Upright position, we call this a retirement card because it's coins. When we put a lot of effort in something, we get to the end, we get to enjoy the fruits of our labour. Reverse position, you need to realise and just accept you've wasted your time. It's wasted time, right? So let's go on to them. So interesting fact, bit of a witchy based fact is. So if you suspect somebody's enchanted an item somehow, and you clock it, try, if you've got cats, try chucking it in the provided it's only something small, like a crystal or a coin or something along those lines. If you've got cats, chuck it in the litter tray. See how they react. Right. Anyway, nothing to do with this reading, by the way. Let's go on to them. Right, so we start off with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Swords there where we think words we use. I'm going tarot book version of this card. Sneaky, deceptive behaviour. Stealing the swords is running away, he's looking behind him. Upright position, it's going off in the background. Not to say he's going to get caught out, most likely will. Reverse position, sneaky, deceptive behaviour coming out, coming to light, coming out in the wash. I feel like whatever this sneaky, deceptive behaviour is, it's enough, because it's falling in the same position as the Two of Wands. It's enough for you to start going, you know, let's start making a plan of where I'm going. Ace of Swords in the reverse. So Ace is about bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So in the upright position is about going, right, long term, I need to change my mindset, all the way I communicate. It's in the reverse position. Then they know that their behavior is overt, but they're not willing to change their mindset on it, right? King of Cups in the reverse, Cups water emotion, so it's another reverse king. This king is an emotional manipulator. So you're being manipulated by this selfish prick. Right, let's continue. Right, Ace of Cups. Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new again. So this is about going, right, long term, what's going to make me happy? What's going to fill my cup? So whilst you're sat there with your pride kicking and going, oh, yes, but this person's my twin flame, blah, blah, bollocks, they're thinking about what's going to make them happy. Knight of Swords. Knights forward motion, don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens. This knight talks about either news coming in fast or expressing ourselves. I feel like this is them saying something, but it's coming from a King of Pentacles energy in the reverse. So it's just all about them. You know what I mean? It's all about them. Overall outcome card. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Right, so Wands fire action. Upright position, 8 wands or staves flying through the air. It generally talks about picking up pace, new opportunities, etc., etc. Reverse position, stagnation. It can sometimes indicate life passing you by, but I feel like this person is going to go into a self-imposed stagnation in other areas of their life because they're being kind of not punished, but they're being kind of given a bit of a lesson from source. The problem is that you're not learning your lessons, so I don't really feel it's going to bother this. But what I'm going to change my mind about that, actually, because what's come to mind as I was looking down at the card, it feels like they say something, they know that you're back on the fish hook, and then they pull that energy back, right? Obstacles or blockages. Hanged Man in the reverse. So the Hanged Man, for me, is a leap of faith card. Yes, the Fool is as well, but the Fool has other meanings to start a brand new cycle. The Hanged Man is always a leap of faith card for me because we're stuck with a decision. Left path, right path, or in this case, stick, twist. The problem is you're looking for guarantees. Life doesn't work like that. Upright position, stuck there having a shift in perspective. Reverse position, wait. It can indicate taking that kind of sod it, done, I'm off, but in this case, it's an obstacle blockage, so it's waiting around for this person who's not going to change. Okay, if somebody is getting everything that they want out of the situation, they've got no reason to change. You know what I mean? Final card, removing any blockages. Death card. Death card, fixed card, rebirth. It's about shedding old skin. Upright position in the death card. Something's going to happen out of your control. This is a little bit of a, I don't want to say warning, but this is a little bit of a kind of heads up that if you don't break this off, then the universe is going to come and do it for you. And that could happen in, you know, a multitude of ways. So yeah, this person's just wasting your time. Absolute waste of time. You are starting to see it but your pride is going to hold you back because, like I say, it's that thing of, yeah, but I've said they're this, yeah, but I've told everybody they're this, right? You can only control your own behavior. You can only control things which are within your power. You can't control the way somebody is. I've been in plenty of relationships where they come and they talk a good game, and then ultimately it just falls apart. Now that's not me. That's on them. If they talk a load of pie in the sky, and then you get let down, just drop the pride. So what? I've done loads of times going, oh, this person's really good, or I support this person, and it turns out they're just yet another dickhead. Well, that's not my fault, is it? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. I've been lied to. What a fool I am. What a trusting fool I am. And you just drop the price. Say I've been taken for a mug here. You move on. You're just wasting your time at this point.